friends, and welcome to the Dynamic Effect. Today, we are talking about episode number 2. Thanks for joining us at the Dynamic Effect. Today's episode is Not Her Again. No, please, not her again. Please, not her. Let's talk about it in episode 2. I hope all of you are doing wonderful. Coming from Sacramento, California, it is so hot today. So we have a heat wave that's coming through. It is like 107 today, 111 tomorrow, and then 107 for like 4 more days. It's going to be so hot. So I am just like kicking back, ready to go get in the pool. But before I do, I wanted to spend some time with you all, my friends, to talk about a very important topic that I like to share with my clients. And we talk about pretty much at our very first session, we talk about the monkey mind. The monkey mind. And you may have heard this concept before. I'm not sure, but we're going to talk about it today. Monkey mind, when we think about that, we're like, I know it has to do something with my mind. And I'm imagining it probably has something to do with monkeys. And it does. And how each of us have a monkey mind. What is the monkey mind? Let's talk about it. So a monkey mind is when the human mind is filled with so much um, fingering around of monkeys that are inside of your head, and they're going from tree branch to tree branch, and they're jumping around and they're chattering nonstop, and they're in your mind. And this is like the other part of you women that typically the monkey is like always saying, you can put off this thing. You don't have to do this. It's on your to-do list, but let's procrastinate. Let's have a little bit of fun doing something else. Or, you know what? There's some fear here. There's some doubt. There's some disbelief. There's some imaginary things. And I want you to focus on those. The monkey mind will really take you and reclaim hurtful things that have happened in your past. It will take and judge you on the things that are going to be happening right now in your present time. And the monkey mind is really good about creating an atmosphere of what if scenarios for what your future will look like. And it's always chattering for you. It's always there. And they're always playing around. And let me share with you just a little bit about what it looks like for the monkey mind. So for us, it could be that I can't do this. They won't accept me. I'm not good enough. Life sucks. I just don't want to continue doing it the way that I'm doing it. Or why me? Right? We always say, like, why me? Can't this happen to someone else? Or it won't work. All right. Before we even really try a thing, our monkey mind has the ability to tell us this just won't work. Not that we haven't tried it, we haven't even put a foot forward. The monkey mind already tells us in our present state, I can't do this. It just won't work. And so, as a life coach, what I want to tell you is that if you're willing, you can actually control the monkey mind. You can control the monkeys in your mind. It really can help to affect your mood of what you're trying to accomplish. Um, and it can really give you clarity of mind. If you're willing to, it will give you focus in the present moment and for the task that is at hand. It will increase your sense of ease in life when you're able to calm down that monkey mind, and it'll make you happier and allow you to live life graciously and be able to do life. It won't just capture you and overwhelm you. So the monkey mind has a way of doing that. And what it looks like is this. Our minds are like little monkeys who like to wander from branch to branch, and they're constantly swinging in between the past, the present, and the future. And what we want to do is we want to invite the little monkeys to rest on a branch for the moment and just breathe, right? And so, how do we do this? How do we get those little monkeys to stop going all over the place and just breathe and calm down? And you do this in a couple of different ways. And that's what I want to talk about on today's lesson is know that your monkey mind can be tamed. Okay. It can be done. And so many people do this in so many different ways, right? People say, oh, I woke up this morning and the first thing I did was I meditated. And what they're really doing is you are training your mind. Your mind is such a vast instrument of the body that God has gifted us with. And you are able to tame your mind, just like you're able to work out and tame your muscles and tame ligaments and restructure your body and make it conform to a certain way. You can make the mind to do that first. And the first step is that you want to be able to calm your monkey mind by knowing that it's possible to do so, right? Being able to know that you can do it is the very first step. So it's very likely that up to this point, you've allowed your monkey mind to run really wild. But now what you're going to do is you're going to put an end to all of that. Okay. You are going to be the master of your own thoughts. And you're going to tell your monkey mind to calm and tame down. Go take a seat over there on the branch. Thank you. I've heard what you've had to say. And now I'm going to move forward in my next step. The monkey mind is there for a couple different reasons. But one of the things that we talk about in coaching, the monkey mind in some cases will help you to kind of gear you towards making a better decision or to veer you off in another way. And those things, and it's okay. That's what the mind is supposed to do. But you always have to reclaim it back to where it needs to be and find your true north. Right? We'll talk about that in another podcast. But finding your true north and staying on that path is so very important. And so when we talk about talking to your monkey mind and talking to those monkeys that are in your mind, that's literally a matter of just talking to yourself. So when you talk to your monkey mind, it's in full swing. And you really need these monkeys to just stop and settle down, right? And you do that by conversations. You stop for a moment and you listen to what your monkey mind is telling you. So, for instance, when I feel like I'm overwhelmed with maybe getting up in the morning and I can't find the exact thing that I want to put on for the day, my monkey mind is likely to tell me that that doesn't look good. You need to lose weight. How come you're not getting on the treadmill? What are you going to eat today? What did you eat yesterday? Should you start this diet tomorrow or should you start Monday, right? All of these things start racing through your brain. And really what it is, it's your monkey mind. And it's putting you into a position where your mood's going to change. You're going to be disappointed, upset, frustrated, all within this little bit of time span of your morning because these monkeys are just running around. And so when you talk to your monkey mind, what you can say is, thank you for acknowledging those thoughts. Thank you for being there in my mind. Now, I need you to go take a seat over there on that branch. I'm going to get dressed and I'm going to put on what I have today that is present and right here in the moment. I'm not going to talk about all the other ruckus and I'm not going to have this conversation with you this morning, right? Not her again. We show up in our own lives and we create this huge production when it really doesn't have to be this production. It really could just be life. Are you willing to accept that life really could be simple and that we make it to be more than what it needs to be? Is your monkey mind trying to remind you of something that needs to be done? Okay, take a note of it. This needs to be done. Let me write it down. Thanks for letting me know. Go have a seat on the branch. I'll get to that today or when it needs to be done. Is your monkey mind anxious about something of the future? Reassure your monkey mind that everything is going to be okay. Thanks for letting me know this. This is the best case scenario. That's the worst case scenario. And let's just move on. It's something truly about mindfulness that we need to have about the monkey mind. So letting me know that thank you for letting me know that you're there. Now settle down is a place called mindfulness. You have the monkeys there, right? The monkeys are not going away. So we want to acknowledge that you're there, but we're going to be mindful of how we deal with you. Thank you for sharing. Now settle down, and I want to be mindful of what I want to do in life. So sometimes, your monkey mind just needs to be heard. And then once it's heard, you can allow the voice and the concerns to really just settle down. So if you really tried to have a conversation with a friend or a family member and you're like, I just want to get my point across, right? And you sit down and you get your point across and you just feel so much better. And it's not even that the person was even like, they could have been receptive, they could have been understanding, they could have had feedback about it, or you could be like, I just want to tell you how I feel about this and I'm done about it. That is what the monkey mind is all about. It does the same thing. But wait, I want to be heard. I want to tell you something. And all you have to say is, okay, I'm going to give you this little bit of time every morning for 15 minutes. I'm going to give the monkey mind 15 minutes of my time. You tell me what you want to tell me. And after you tell me what you have to tell me, this session is over. We're done. And I'm going to live my life. I'll meet you back here tomorrow for another 15 minutes and we'll talk about anything that you want to talk about at that time. But I'm done. I'll listen to you. But soon as you start to tame this monkey mind, then it just starts to saying, okay, well, she's going to listen to us, but she's not going to react to this whole production of drama that we're making up. So let's just learn to be done with it. And that's when you really start to be successful at taming the monkey mind. So here are two things that are really important about taming the monkey mind that I've learned with clients. Two very successful tips. One is to recite a mantra. And for me, this has always been, this is kind of like your end quote of everything in life, or this is kind of like on your email signature block at the bottom, what you always say to people. If it's something on your grave that you're just like, at the end of my life, this is what people are going to know about me, right? Recite the mantra to your monkey mind. And interrupt your monkey mind anytime mid-sentence that it starts to have a distraction. And so when you recite your mantra, you draw in this sacred attention to focus on these words and these phrases, and you're going to say it out loud. It's something about saying your mantra out loud. So for example, my mantra is, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. Right. And as soon as I say that, my monkey mind is like, but well, it's well with her. So it's well. We got to go and we have to sit down on our branch. Or I say, when my monkey mind starts to think about things I can't do in the future, or things that I'm trying to do, things that I'm trying to get past, even in the present moment, I say, nevertheless, she persisted, right? That's at the end of one of my signature blocks is, nevertheless, she persisted. And so I'm tracking along, I'm doing life. I hit this, uh, roadblock or this fork in the road. And my monkey mind says, you can't do it. You're not good enough. You're not going to be able to succeed in that area. And I'm able to say, nevertheless, she persisted. Or I did make a mistake. And the monkey mind says, see, you weren't good enough. You're not good enough. You shouldn't do that next time. Don't do that next time. I'm going to say, it is well with my soul. Right. And so, in addition to repeating this positive phrase, either to yourself or out loud, you'll be listening to something positive instead of listening to the negativity that is swarming your mind around the monkey mind. The next thing is that you need to engage your mind. At some point, which we have to realize is that because the mind can create so many things for us, is we have to sometimes put some blinders on to kind of distract it from these other areas. And you can do that by getting a book, listening to music, turning on a movie, doing some writing. And when you start to do that, you'll realize that the monkey mind becomes silent because you've experienced directly what's going on in your mind and you focused it on something else and you've taken away all the chatter that's running around inside of your mind. And this is because you've learned to silence the monkey mind by engaging your mind to do something else. So next time your monkey mind is driving you nuts and there's so many activities and it's drawing you to do so many things, just take the time to say, I'm going to stop and I'm going to go get a book and I'm going to read the book. And you will start to notice that your mind goes directly to the reading of the book. It doesn't go on to what am I going to wear tomorrow? And why am I not good enough? And how do I fix this issue? It just goes on to reading the next word on the page. And before you know it, you have a series of the books completed. And so this is what the monkey mind does. It is there for a reason. It does help us in areas. For those that are competitive, when the monkey mind says to you, you can't do this, you might in turn say, yes, I can. I'm going to do this. I'm going to overcome it. I'm going to conquer this fear. Great thing. Some people haven't trained their mind to be able to do that. They haven't trained, they're not competitive to do that. And if that is not you, when your mind says you can't do this, and the monkey mind starts to talk to you and name off reasons, right? Kind of gives you cards. You can't do this, and this is why. Here's your lemons. What you need to do is you need to take those lemons and you need to make orange juice. And then that will leave the world wondering, how did she do that? Right? Because you've learned to tame your monkey mind. It's so important. It is, like I said, one of the number one and first things that we deal with in coaching is taking care of the mind. Once you can control your mind, then you can control your body. But you ever feel like when your mind is rambling and it's going on, your body starts to sweat, your body starts to get real jittery, you start to just, or you freeze up, you have that flight or fight or just do nothing mode. That's because your mind is controlling that. And you can actually control your mind and have the reaction to something that you really want to have the reaction to. And you can get further along and do greater things in your life when you learn to just stop and control your mind. So here are the things. Let's go back over it. You can talk to your monkey mind. It's okay. It's there for a reason. Tame it and let it know it needs to have a seat on the back branch. All right. Then you're going to recite your mantra. It is well with my soul. Nevertheless, she persisted. All is well. Today will be great. I am amazing. I am confident. I tell my little 5-year-old every day, I said, this is the mantra we're going to create. And he's, what's that, Mom? I want to learn it. And he's learned it. And when he's doing things, I see it. And this is what he says. I am confident. I am powerful. I am loved. I am brave. He says those things. And when he's about to get ready to jump in the pool or do a dive or go down his treehouse slide, and he's just maybe some anxiety about it, he says, I'm confident. I'm powerful. I'm strong. I'm loved. I'm brave. And then he does it. And it's something about him being able to take that monkey mind of the little monkey saying, you can't do it, you can't do it, you shouldn't do it, you'll fall, you'll break a leg, you'll do this, you'll do that, people will laugh at you if you have this outcome. I'm powerful, I'm confident, I'm loved, I am brave. Right? Create a mantra for yourself. The next thing is to engage your mind. Engage your mind in something that really takes the time away from the monkey mind and puts it back on something that either you want to do or something that you need to do. Maybe you've been wanting to get through a book. Maybe you've been wanting to write a book. Maybe you've been wanting to learn how to play a different song on the piano. Two birds with one stone. Learn that thing that you wanted to have been doing for a while, or practice it, and get rid of the monkey mind. You're going to be so successful in your endeavors with life. So, not her, not her again. When you start hearing the monkey minds come, and it will come, it comes every day for me. I've learned to tame them. Used to be a whole bunch of them running around in there. Now I say, nope, go have a back seat. I'll see you tomorrow when I see you. And when they do come back up, all is well. All is well with me. I'm not willing to listen to you right now. I'm going to go forward in my life and do what I need to do. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. If you're interested in learning how to do that and you want to coach with me, give me a call. Check me out on my website, www.kimmieyoung.com. Set up a session with me. It could just even be a mini session, and I can just give you some little tips and tools for how you're going to be able to successfully do this. But if you're willing to do the work, I'm willing to show you how to calm your mind, how to calm the monkeys, and make the best out of your life. So Thank you for joining me on this podcast today, episode number 2, Not Her Again. Join me next week for another amazing podcast with the dynamic effect. And I hope you all have a great, wonderful week. I am going to stay cool. I'm about to go get in the pool and have fun with my kids and put my monkey mind to ease. Thanks for joining me on the dynamic effect. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.